Well, we've come back from our time in Italy for the Euros in 2028. If you missed those episodes last week, go and check them out while we manage Portugal. And we've come back to our domestic job, and well, we may be moving elsewhere. Yes, hello, welcome into Living Sports here for another episode of Glory Hunter and Football Manager 22. If you missed the last episode, go and check it out. It was the final of Euro 2028 where we managed as Portugal. And if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button so you do not miss an episode. As if you were watching last week, you'll have known we had a job interview with Monaco. And now that the Euros have finished, Monaco have offered us a job. We've won everything we need to in Spain. It'll be sad to leave Villarreal. Are we going to be able to win the Champions League with them? Probably not. So I think moving to Monaco could be a good idea. They have offered me a 3-year contract. If we have a look at Monaco, and in particular we have a look at Ligue 1, if we look at previous seasons, last year they finished in second place, just 5 points off PSG. The year before, just 10 points off them. The year before they were in third, but just 9 points off them. The year before that, second and 8 points off them. They've been a very, very close second most years. And if we look at their team, there's some pretty decent players in that team as well. You can see them on the screen. Not too many aging. There's a few in their 30s, but not too many. And there's some young ones that can come through as well. Some players we could sell on to bring in some money to spend as well. I just think this is a good place to go. It's probably the second best place you can go in France. If you're not going to get the PSG job, this is probably the next one. And they're really happy for a top half finish. Bear in mind, they've been finishing second in the last 3 years, or 2 of the last 3 years, whatever it was, 3 of the last 4. I think we're going to happily get top half. And they want us to develop the youth system. I'd be very happy with doing that. If we spend 3-4 years here, we've got that time that we can spend here to try and get the victory in Ligue 1 as well as winning the French Cup as well, the Coupe de Ligue, I'm sure it's called. So yeah, it's going to be sad to say goodbye to this Villarreal side, but we are indeed going to say goodbye, and we are going to go to Monaco where they're offering us £46,000 a week, a 3-year deal, and we're going to finalise that deal. And we'll exit talks, and as we move on, this will surely come up saying, yes, we are indeed the manager of Monaco. We have been hired. It's sure to spark plenty of heated debate, apparently. I arrive with a record of 230 wins, 67 draws, 58 defeats in my career. I've won 2 league titles and 4 cups, and I'll be looking to bring immediate success, apparently, having stepped up from his previous standing to take sole charge. I will need to hit the ground running if he's to win over those who believe his appointment is a questionable decision. Daniele De Rossi was considered to be the favourite. Well, that's interesting, since we hired him when we were at Roma, wasn't it? That'd be good. Villarreal indeed looking for a new manager. But well done to us, I would say. We've got ourselves a new job. We've moved. We've completed Italy. Completed it, mate. We've completed Italy. We've completed Spain. We've done some stuff in the international front as well as some European competition success as well. And now we've moved on to France in this Glory Hunter Challenge. You know what? When we come back for the next bit, as I cut to wherever it is we're going to go to have a look at the team, I'm going to have to change this colour of border around me because it's yellow and we're no longer playing for a yellow team. I think white probably makes sense, doesn't it? It's white and red, the team, so we've had a lot of red around us with Austria and Roma, and it should have been Portugal, but I forgot to do it for the Euros, didn't I? We played in a lot of yellow for that. So yeah, we'll go white, a little bit of something different. Hopefully it doesn't make me look too pale. As if I care about that. We've welcomed us to Monaco here. We're predicted to come second, but you know what? We might do better than that. I don't know, 1 year? Maybe we can topple PSG in the first year. Who knows? Transfer budget of 26, wage budget of 3.5. We are classed as rich. However, our capacity is only 18,000. That's not good, but we've got excellent training, superb youth and excellent youth recruitment facilities. And this is a team they think will probably be the one that we have. I'm very interested in Antonelli. We looked at him when we were managing Villarreal to bring in. He looks like a very, very good central midfield player, the young Belgian. He came from Anderlecht. I think we paid £25 million for him. We could build the team around him. I think he's very, very exciting. Obviously, Tushimene is there as well. I'm going to call him that. Don't know how it's pronounced, but Tushimene is how I'm going to say it. Bentancur is also here as well. Wan-Bissaka, interestingly, there right back. Rafinha, Simic, Marin. We'll kind of get used to who these players are. We'll find out if we keep many of them. Maybe we'll sell a few on. Who knows? We've obviously got a pre-season that we can kind of chop and change, find out who we like, who we don't like, who we maybe want to move on, and then we'll see what the team looks like. It might look a little bit different than the team you're going to see here by the time we get to the start of the season. So I have taken the Monaco hot seat, they say here. Villarreal looking for a new manager. We'll have a look at the staff page and see who the favourite for the manager is. Oh, it's all over the place. The job centre has not been updated. Villarreal, who's the favourite? Well, we go to the job centre and find out. Fernando Diniz. He's currently unemployed, having previously been the Brazil manager and managed a lot in Brazil. Well, good luck if you take him, Villarreal. There obviously is the question as well, do we try to get some of the players who we previously had at Villarreal, who we enjoyed using, some of the young, up-and-coming stars maybe? Who knows what we're going to do? But, yeah, there's a lot to do here. Let's quickly go through some of the stuff here. I've noticed this one up here that I don't like, but I'll work my way through. Review ongoing negotiations. There are currently some ins and outs we'll have to have a look at, and we can maybe cancel some deals that are possibly happening. What's going on? We've got some players going out on loan, it looks like. Ozan Kabak, a centre-back, 2.5-star player. We've seen him. He was obviously at Liverpool for a while and then Norwich on loan from Schalke. We paid £60 million from 2 years ago. He's only played 13 games. Not a lot of games, but maybe it could be a useful squad player. Who else? Yeah, so he's away. Milan and Tottenham are offered him. One's a loan, one's a transfer for £12.5 million. That wouldn't be too bad to make the money back for him there. Victor Nelson is apparently going out as well. There's a work permit decision. 29-year-old Dane, another centre-back. They must have lots of centre-backs at the club if they're selling or loaning out or whatever, all these players. And a young player here, Suma, who's going out on loan, I imagine, to gain some experience. I'd be happy with that. Players in the last year of the contract, quite a few. Golovin, an attacking midfielder. I didn't realise Golovin was here. He has been for quite a while. I should have known that. It came from CSK Moscow. Very good player. There's a lot of young ones. Weghorst, who's at Burnley in real life at this moment in time, starts the game at Wolfsburg, went to Dortmund, then Porto, and now Monaco. Probably a decent squad player there to have as a striker, but he's on 78 grand as an impact sub. Maybe not. And Lucadinha is here as well. He's just arrived on a free transfer from Inter Milan, where he had 4 fairly successful seasons. So that's all the people with contracts expiring. Reached the first knockout round, qualify for the Conference League, and reach the final of the French Cup. We'll confirm that. And why are the players unhappy? Victor Nelson would like to move for a new challenge. Well, he's already up for sale, so why not? And he would like to move for a new challenge as well, this goalkeeper who's in our second team. I think that'll probably be an acceptable thing to do. Apparently, the Lille manager has said that I'm a fantastic choice for this job. Well, that's very flattering of you, Lille manager. Let's have a look at the team and let's see who we have and what kind of best positions are. I'm going to move away from report to general info, and then we can see who's good in each position. Radu is a goalkeeper, 31 years of age. Not the best goalkeeper I've ever seen, to be honest, but a solid one. Could we get Karnasecki back over? Maybe. He's 31, so we could try to sell him on. Gregor Kobel, 30-year-old Swiss goalkeeper, but he's worth £50 million. He looks a lot better. He feels as if he would be the starter, indeed he has been in recent years. But maybe if we could sell him for £50 million and bring in Karnasecki, raiding Villarreal, who'd have guessed? Let's continue our way through the squad. Let's just quickly show you the players. I realise a lot of these folk probably won't still be here by the time you next get to see this team. William Bianda's a French centre-back, maybe as a squad player. He's got fairly decent physicals. Kabak's on the way out. Maybe I'll cancel that transfer though. And Stergiou is the Swiss centre-back. Again, looks fairly solid. Nothing amazing, but solid. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, we all know about him as a right-back option. Worth £90 million, that's ridiculous. Another right-back option, Bellanova, probably slightly less impressive compared with Wan-Bissaka. Other centre-backs are Nelson, who's going to Tottenham. I'll let that happen. And Pascal Struck, the Belgian centre-back as well, 6'3". There's a lot of very solid players here as we look at Junior Firpo, another one of those. But again, nothing that's, you go, oh, he is a star man, you know. Ocadinha, obviously, has just arrived on a free. I think this is a man who's going to be exciting for us. Look at his stats there as 21 years of age. Good physicals, mental's not bad at all. First touch 16, passing 17. He's a fantastic playmaker. Get him in that advanced playmaker role in that 4-3-3 system that I'd been using recently. He could be very exciting indeed. The fact they can play right at centre back as well and up front is very peculiar, but I'd definitely use him as a midfielder, I think. Saying that he's 6'2", he's got a bit of height about him, but I think as a midfielder he's got that playmaker ability, certainly. 9 tackling, he's not going to be a defender, is he? Let's be honest. You also got Bentancur, who's 31, again very solid still, even at his age. Even at his age, 31's not that old anymore. Tushrameni there, we've got some solid central midfield players. He's worth 120 million. He's very, very exciting, I would say. He could probably play as that kind of Mazzala role. I think that could work well, or he could even drop in as that defensive midfielder. And Dombele's here too. Less said about him the better, in my opinion. Kozlowski, 24-year-old Polish player. Again, nothing amazing. Kind of probably a squad player in there. Now we're going further forward. Ruben Paz, he arrived for free from Newell's in Argentina. He's a right winger and striker. I don't really rate him, especially at 23. He might get sold on. Rafinha should be exciting, but at 31, as he's starting to get past it, his physicals maybe not as good as they once were. Looks actually a very, very good player, to be fair. Only scored 1 goal last year, but he did get 10 assists, so that's good. We're in number 6, so I'll have to change that. Antonio Marin playing on the other side, I imagine he had been, but he only played 4 times last year, having arrived for £10 million, so maybe he's not really been playing. Maybe he had an injury. Mikael Damsgaard, 28-year-old Dane, he probably played out in the left. He did indeed last year. Solid player. Again, we've got lots of solid players. I know when you go, oh my goodness me, he's amazing. And maybe we'll have to sell a few solid players to bring in those amazing players. Boadu, again, striker and winger, worth £80 million, which is surprising to me. Looking at his stats, I would not have guessed that. Madueke, who's come from Liverpool, 15 million. He looks a very, very solid wide player for us there. He's got very good physicals, nice dribbling, nice first touch. He actually might be one of my first choices. Look at him as an inverted winger on the right hand side. That could be exciting. Golovin, who's currently listed, I might take him off the list, but if he's only got a year left and he doesn't want to keep playing with the club, maybe we're as well cashing in on him. Just a couple more to go. Simic there, who's a striker, I'm assuming, maybe plays off the left. Finishes 13, yeah, he is a striker. Last year, 11 goals in 14 games. That's a pretty good return for him. And Weghorst up front as well. I quite like Weghorst. I know his physicals are not there in terms of he can't really run anymore, but he's still good kind of as a target man. I don't think he'd work as a pressing forward. They're saying that though. He says his stats are alright for it, but imagine a target man. Imagine he could finish 11 and 22 last year. He can still hit the back of the net. That is the first team at this moment in time. I wonder what it will be like by the time we have finished. We could sell quite a few. We've got 26 million in the bank. If we have a look at the finances, we're currently spending 2.8 million on wages, and our wage budget is 3.5. So, yeah, we could spend quite a lot of money. I think if we adjust the budget, can we adjust it quite far to transfers? Yeah, that would still leave us 300,000, and we'd go up to 50. Sell some players. We can make a lot of money, and it could be very exciting indeed. Let's have a look though at the league. Well, if we go to competitions and we go to league, and you can see really this tough sides as expected. You know, PSG, Marseille, Lyon, probably Nice, Lille. They're the ones that we'll mainly be competing with. You would have thought we are still the 5th best league in Europe. It says up there, which is. Not surprising, but this is the 5th league in your Glory Hunter Challenge. I'm looking forward to this, I must admit. I'm going to have a bit of a summer of rebuilding. Can I have a look at the schedule? Has it been decided? Indeed, we start a season with a game against Reims, Stade Reims, and then Strasbourg, Montpellier, and PSG. So, I don't know if we'll have everything done by the start of that there. We're on the 16th of July, so we've got about 3 weeks until the start of the season. Will I have made all the transfer I need to by then? I don't know, but we'll see when we come back. We'll see if we come back for the start of the season, or if we come back at the end of the transfer window and a game against PSG. That could be an exciting episode if that is the case. And obviously the draw for the Champions League group stage we've made around then as well, because we finished second last year, but we weren't the manager obviously, but they did finish second last year, so they will be in the Champions League. Yeah, this could be quite interesting indeed. It's been a bit of a strange episode, this one. I know there's not really been a lot happen, but we've also got a new job and roughly showed you what the team are like. As I mentioned, we finished second the last couple of years, so can we here, as our first season in charge of Monaco, get them to win the league? Probably not. I think we'll be here 3 or 4 years like we were with Roma, but let's see if we can do it. It's basically only PSG we have to try and topple, and let's see if we can do that. So if you have enjoyed this episode, we've got ourselves a new team. We're at Monaco. Please do leave a like on the video. Let us know down in the comments below how you think we're going to get on. How many seasons do you think it will take for us to win League 1? I'm going to go with 3. What do you think? Leave it down in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you do not miss an episode as we move on in the 2028-29 season here with Monaco. Now, here in this Glory Hunter Challenge. And until the next one, we'll see you then.